The Philippines has a huge population of strong, independent women. Not every Filipino woman is waiting for foreigner to sweep her off her feet. And if someone you just met online is asking for money, bitches. So we've all seen those live in the Philippines for $500 a month videos. And yes, it's possible, but let's talk about what that actually looks like. If you are living like a local, meaning small apartment, eating mostly, if not street food, then buying all the ingredients in the open market, in the public market, and then you cook them at home, you can survive on that budget. But if you want air conditioning, 24/7, high-speed internet, and occasional imported food and eating out, your costs go up really fast. Okay, let's break it down. Rent in Metro Manila, I'll talk about Metro Manila first, or like urban cities. A small studio in a decent area is at least $300. Livable city. It's okay city, but not like the best. Add utilities like electricity, which is expensive here, water, and Wi-Fi, and you're already nearing $400. And there's food. Sure, you can eat local for cheap, but if you want Western-style groceries, that bill adds up, especially when you're eating out. You like eating out every now and then. Transportation is another thing. Tricycles and jeepneys are cheap, but taxis, Grab rides, or owning a car, not so much. Do you want to own a car here? I mean, you'll just get stuck in the traffic. Also, healthcare. If you want private hospitals, you'll need health insurance. Without it, a medical emergency can be very expensive. And what about expats who move to the provinces? Okay, yes, the rent is cheaper and you can find houses for as low as $100, $200 a month. But let's be real, the amenities that you guys like are very limited. In many rural areas, you might struggle with slow internet, occasional power outages, and fewer international food options. If you need reliable Wi-Fi for remote work, for example, this can be a deal breaker. And don't forget, medical care in the provinces, you might need to travel hours to reach a hospital with advanced facilities, or maybe you will not find that kind of hospital. So if you have health concerns, this is something to think about. So yes, it's cheaper than many Western countries. But if you're coming here expecting luxury on $500, $600 a month, you're in for a reality check. People think that moving to the Philippines means waking up to ocean views every day. And yes, we have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Beaches in the world. If you're living in Metro Manila, Cebu, or other urban areas, your daily view will be more like this one. A concrete jungle, but not as beautiful as this. Not as organized as this. So, a concrete jungle, then a tropical paradise. And reaching those beautiful islands, it takes time, planning, and most of the time, actually, money. It's not cheap, actually, to travel around the Philippines because of you always need to take ferry, you always need to take plane. Living on an island sounds amazing until you realize the practical challenges like flooding, limited medical facilities, typhoons. All of these things I experienced when I tried living in Siquijor. I stayed there for 5 months, and these are the things that I literally experienced. The internet in my area in Siquijor was very good though. I didn't really experience a lot of internet interruptions, but power outage, it's every day, sometimes twice a day. It takes sometimes 3 hours or 4 hours to get it back. And the rain, even if it's not typhoon, the rain is like a big problem. As soon as this rainy season started in Siquijor, I moved out. I can't. It's really different. It's more different than the rainy season in my province. At least in my province, it doesn't feel that bad because Siquijor is not even a developed island. Like you need to have your own house well built, so it's not gonna be muddy around. That is just one problem, but there are more other than that. So unless you're truly prepared for a provincial lifestyle, it might not be the everyday dream you imagined. Okay, now this one always comes up. Some people think moving here means instantly finding a loving, traditional Filipino partner. And sure, a lot of Filipinos are warm, caring, and family-oriented. But let's get real for a second. The Philippines has a huge population of strong, independent women. Not every Filipino woman is waiting for a foreigner to sweep her off her feet. In fact, many have careers, ambitions, and their own lives. And they won't just drop everything to cater to someone's outdated expectations. Okay, I'll just call it outdated expectations. And let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Give me a wallet.
You can't just grab from my wallet.
How much? 180?
Awesome.
Keep the change.
No.
Yeah.
No? Keep the change.
So there's a stereotype that all, or if not all, then most Filipino women are either gold diggers or looking for a foreigner just for financial stability. Yes, those situations exist.
I had 10,000 in 500 peso notes. They're gone. She took it. Get out. Get out. You took it. Get out.
Nanguha ko no
Get
ka?
out.
Wala man.
Wala.
Call the police.
I'm
I want the police.
Oh,
Call the police. What? Call the police. I want my 10,000 she took from me.
This,
Call the police. You did.
This is your caregiver, sir?
What do you do? What do you mean?
Sir, calm down, sir. Sir, calm down. No.
Get out of here.
No, it's okay.
Give me my.
It's okay.
Ako ang upan gamit.
Just like in any other country, there are great people and there are those just looking for personal gain. So my advice, this might sound cliche again, but I'm going to stress this because this is true. This is what you should do. Build genuine connection first. Don't assume all Filipino women fit one mold. And don't expect dating here to be a fairy tale. Real relationships take effort, cultural understanding, and respect. It sounds so cliche though, but that is the fundamental things. That is the foundation that you need to look forward to before actually thinking about that fairy tale relationship. And if someone you just met online is asking for money, red flag. Okay, about the language barrier.
Do you speak English? Does anybody speak English?
I know most of the expats actually chose the Philippines because there is less language barrier here compared to other Southeast Asian countries. Yes, English is widely spoken in the Philippines, but that doesn't mean everyone speaks it fluently or that communication is always seamless.
Mga kababayan ko, hindi po ako narito.
You can say in English kasi para maintindihan din ni ano.
All my fellow Filipinos. Now this is my side. Listen, look, and listen, and learn. Pero bakit ganon? Hindi ko kayo pinatulan lahat-lahat. Ang sabi ko lang, the truth will set me free. Yun na, lalabas ang katotohanan.
While you can get by speaking only English in major cities, in smaller towns or provinces, Filipino and regional dialects are much more common. And even in places where people speak English, accents and local slangs can sometimes cause miscommunication. Also, Filipinos have a habit of avoiding confrontation. So even if they don't fully understand you, they might still nod and say yes, just to be polite. And let's talk about weather challenges. The Philippines has a tropical climate, which sounds amazing until you experience your first typhoon season. Typhoons can bring power outages, many power outages. Sometimes even if there's no typhoon, it's just raining, there will be power outages and serious flooding in some areas. If you're not used to extreme weather conditions, this can be a major adjustment. Even on calm days, like I said, heat and humidity can be exhausting. If you're coming from a cooler climate, be prepared for days where stepping outside feels like walking into sauna.
Right now, it's probably over 100 degrees. I'm sweating my ass off right now.
I actually feel that every day. But c'est la vie is life in the Philippines. But yes, life can be simpler here, but peaceful, not always. Noise pollution, crowded streets, natural disasters are things you have to consider. If you don't like roosters in the morning and karaoke in the morning, it's not for you. Okay, my final thoughts. I love this country. I love the Philippines. Believe me, I sound like I'm always negative about Philippines, but I love my country. And I want you to come with realistic expectations so you can truly enjoy what the Philippines has to offer. No country is perfect, I know. And the Philippines has its pros and cons like anywhere else. But if you come here prepared, with an open mind. Don't just believe those fantasy videos, guys. Even my fantasy vlogs, don't. You can believe it, but don't take it like that's the only thing that you can really experience in the Philippines. I know I've made a lot of videos that gives you fantasy, like the Philippines is paradise, this and that. It's still true though, but you should also consider that Philippines is very, very far from the whole idea of paradise. But like I said, if you come here prepared with an open mind and a willingness to adapt, you'll find it can be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life. It will be such an achievement if you guys can really live on a $500 budget a month. Wow. Well, Filipinos can do that. I don't know if you can lower your standards to that. You can challenge yourself. So what do you think? Expats? What was your biggest culture shock when you moved to the Philippines? And to my fellow Filipinos, what do you think foreigners misunderstand the most about our country? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.